Hello everyone, it is Kelsey aka Real with Mrs. B, and can you believe it? We're halfway through October already. So I'm checking in with my mid-month budget, and I'm going to show you the transactions of this week, show you how to do them a couple different ways. I don't normally do this. Usually whenever I make transactions, I put it into everydollar.com right away so I don't forget anything. And but I've been keeping track of them on a sticky note so I can go through them with you. So first up, 71.78. I splurged a little bit, to be completely honest. I needed new bras, and bras are so complicated. If you're a woman, you know what I'm talking about. And I got them from Victoria's Secret, but they were such a good deal. I got three of them. They're 20 bucks each. Like I said, I did splurge, but I really kind of needed it. What date was that? 10/10. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to split this into two different categories. I'm going to put this in both my personal money and clothing. All right. So I chose both the categories. Now I can allocate a certain amount to each one. So I'm just going to put the 31.78 to mine, and we'll put 40 towards beauty and clothing. So therefore it says the remaining is 0, and it can track the expense. And when you go to track expenses, it's going to look a little bit differently. It'll show this little split button there. All right, so next one, my husband paid for his parking. So another way you can do to track an expense is you can go down to the category, and then you can add new transaction over here and put in 60. What day was that? The 11th, I think, 10th maybe. Okay, and it's already in the budget category that you wanted, so you don't have to do that step. So just track expense. All right, next one, Dunkin' on the 11th. So I'm gonna go to restaurants here, add new transaction, 105. I put in Dunkin' here, change the date. You don't really have to change the date, but I just like tracking, so then when I look at my bank account, I can look at the dates and make sure that I tracked everything. I just double check everything. All right, I paid our phone bill on the 13th. So that was exactly that amount. I'm not even going to put anything here because there's nothing else in that category. I'm going to change it to the 13th and track it. Next, I paid our We Energy bill, and I didn't know how much that was, so I'm going to show you a couple different things. So I planned $45. I'm going to click on here. I'm going to add new transaction, put in how much it was, and that was what, the 13th. Track it. Now what I do, I know that I'm not going to put anything else in this category this month. So what I do is I match my budgeted amount to how much, or like my planned amount to how much I actually spent in the category. So when you click on it, you can see over here, I budgeted 45, I spent this much, so I have $4.11 left. I'm just going to make this 45 match this. So I'm going to put in 40.89 here. And now, now it'll show up here that I still have $4.11 to budget, and I'm just going to add that to debt. So I'll go down to student loans, and I'm going to add the 411. And now it's an every dollar budget, which means that it's zero based, that everything that I have coming in is allocated to a certain budget amount. All right, next I got paid on the 14th. So I can click on my income, add new transaction. It goes straight to income, because if you recall from my last budget video, you have to make sure to change this from expense to income. Otherwise, it's going to show that you spent all this money instead. All right, and it is a little higher than normal because I did chaperone homecoming and I sold tickets for a soccer game, so that was included in this paycheck, and I didn't know how much that was going to come out to exactly, so I will make sure that it's correct at the end of the month. Next up, we bought drinks. My husband and I usually I have wine night on Fridays, but my girlfriend's daughter was sick, so my husband and I had a day in and we got some drinks. So you can see I did it a little bit different this time. I just went over to new transaction and now I have to choose the budget category. All right, drinks. So we are definitely over in drinks for halfway through the month, that's for sure. But that's what we have personal money for too, right? I also went ahead and we had the money in our bank account right now. I paid $1,000 to the student loans. All right. Let's find that. And I plan on this week gonna post a video on how much this number is not correct. I will show you something in a second. How much student loans that we have left and a payoff date, and it has been 1 year since we started this Dave Ramsey plan. I can't believe it. So I'm gonna show you guys an update on what's happened in the last year. So the reason why that's not correct, the one thing I do not like about everydollar.com is you can't really put in like interest amounts, you know what I mean? Like each month you have to kind of change this current balance, which I haven't done. I just track it somewhere else. But you could just click on here and then change what the balance is and put in your minimum payment. It just doesn't account for like, you know, like I said, like interest rates, is that the right word? Anyway, it doesn't account for that. So you have to change it each month if you want to keep track of it on here. All right, and then lastly is this $18.90. If you recall before, I put in $18.90 for school supplies and I got reimbursed for that. So I'll put the $18.90, I got to change it to an income. And I'm going to change that to other because it's something else. All right, and that was today. And I'm going to put in school supplies reimbursement. Oops, can't spell. All right, so now it shows that it's here, but it still says I have an EveryDollar budget because I didn't show it in plan. So now I'm going to change this to $18.90. So I still have $18.90 left to spend, or to budget, I should say. And then I would just add that to student loans. And let's see here. All right, I'll add that later because I can't get to my calculator. All right, anyway, so you guys have kind of seen so far what I've done this month, but you can see through my transactions that everything is tracked. I look over this again on my bank account to make sure that I got everything. But we're pretty much on track. It's a good month so far. All right, I'll show you down on here. So I'm a little bit over. This will change at the end of the month. I think my husband is actually going to go over as well, so that's awesome. I always put that money then towards debt. Let's see, paid our apartment, our phone, energy bill. Internet is going to automatically come out soon. We haven't done that much gas, which is awesome, so there'll probably be extra money there. Groceries on track. Restaurants, we're about halfway. Drinks, we definitely need to work on that or allocate more money next month because we go over. Paid Netflix. House supplies, we don't have that much left, but we pretty much have everything that we need, so we're good. And we're good with personal money. we're good. Paid auto insurance, paid half of the debt so far, and then like my minimum payment automatically comes out on the 22nd of each month, which is $119.38. If you stay on track and get it automatically taken out each month, I think you get like a 0.25% less of your interest rate. So anyway, woo! All right, and then I will take out envelopes later in the month. I just do that at the end just in case anything unexpected comes up. So it's going pretty well so far, and I hope that your October is going fantastic as well. Leave me any comments below if you want to see more with everydollar.com. I'm kind of switching it up, and let me know if you like seeing me do the transactions. And yeah, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and keep up with all of my videos, and I will catch you guys soon in my next video. Have a great day.